What's up, YouTube family? It's Andrea here at VW Family Farm. I got Ben over here with me. I'm gonna attempt to do something for y'all that I don't think I've done the whole time we've had a YouTube channel. I've shown you little bits and pieces of gardens and animals and all that kind of stuff, but I don't think I've ever showed you every animal we have on this farm all at one time. So I'm gonna attempt to do that today. I'm gonna take you around. I'm going to check cows right now. We're heading to the back, and then I'm gonna try to give you a little update on all our different animals and kind of give you an idea of what we have here. How many pens of cows do we have? Where are they at in relation to each other? That type of thing. So we showed you last week moving the cows to a new pasture of standing hay that we'd been saving for them. If you missed that video, I'm gonna have Lane link it. Check that out. Well, Lane has come back here again today, and he's moved them back closer to the house because it's time to take some grass-fed beefs to the processing plant, so we need to get them closer to the house again. And he saw some buzzards when he was back here. So we are going to check cows, count cows, and I will give you an idea as we go around to the cow pens how many cows we actually have here, because it's a lot. So let's get going. All right, so we are back here in the cow pen with the cows. We're fixing to drive up through them. We're counting them. We're just looking for new babies, all kinds of things. Looking for anyone that's got any kind of a problem that jumps out at you. There is 78 head of cattle in this herd. So that's the beginning of our count on the cows. I'm gonna give y'all a whole tally as we go from pen to pen, but there's 78 here. You can see, as we go through here, you'll see the cows are pretty fat and sassy looking. There's a couple calves. There's the big daddy bull. He's a gentle giant. I really like him. There's a cute baby. He's calling his mama. A lot of times the mama will call right back to them, and they'll just start running like they're lost from each other. We've got quite a few calves out here right now, which is good. That's the future of our farm. That white one right there, she's a tad crazy. She went a little cuckoo last time we worked them. We'll probably cull some of those crazy ones at some point, but cows are just down so low right now we just can't afford to. All right, so that little bull walking behind the red cow, he is one of our Jersey bulls. He's actually a bull that I AI'd, meaning that I artificially inseminated one of my milk cows with a straw to produce a full-blooded polled Jersey. So he was not sired by a bull here at our farm. He was actually carefully selected, and so that's why he has no horns. He's a polled Jersey. He's really good looking. He may be one of the best Jersey calves we've ever had as far as a bull here. So we're trying to decide to keep him or to sell him as a herd bull for someone else. He has not been steered, so he's a fully intact bull. He'd make someone a good herd bull for a milk operation. That girl right there is blind in one eye, but she is a good cow, good mama. All right, so that's our journey through this field of cows. Everybody's doing good. We got the right numbers, so the buzzards just must have been hanging around. Sometimes they do that, no big deal, but we got the right number. That's what we were worried about, is just making sure no one got left back in that other pasture, especially a calf away from its mom. So let's move on. All right, we are across the highway now. We're probably about a mile from our house, by the way the crow flies. And we've got two different pastures of cows over here, just different properties. When Ben's grandpa bought this farm, he was just a really smart businessman, and he bought just land when it would come available and when he had money to buy it. So not all of our land is together, and so we have different groups of cows over here, just keeping the land eaten down. It's good for them, gives them plenty of pasture and stuff to eat, and helps us out too, because we don't have to come over here and cut hay all the time. So this pasture we're in right now actually has 12 cows and 2 little calves last time we checked. There could be more calves now. We're gonna go check. So let's go. These girls are big and healthy as well, so they're doing really good. Now that red white-faced mama standing right there, she has a baby somewhere. I don't see it at the moment, so I'm gonna have to find that. And she is actually the one that I had to pull the afterbirth out of that y'all saw like a week or so ago. She's doing great.
There's Motley.
And here's the rest of the cows. And then there is that black white-faced mama. That's her baby. You can see, if he'll lift his head back up, he's a little motley faced calf. So Ben said we're gonna name these 2 calves over here Motley and Crew. So there he is. He's a cutie pie. So we just need to find one more calf and this group is good to go. And they've got this bull in with them. When we bought him, he was good for just a little bit, and then he just looked puny to us. We're really not sure. Maybe he was puny when he came here, but we have nursed this dude back to health. He looks the best he's looked since we've had him. And so he gets to live over here with all these ladies, and he's a pretty happy guy. Where's your baby, mama? Huh? Where's your baby at? She's a pretty protective mama, so I figure she'll lead us right to it here in a second. So like Ben said, her udder's completely flat, so it is not far away because it's been nursing. She's probably got it tucked up in these woods right over here, napping. All right, we found it. Not gonna get any closer because I don't want to push it away from its mama. But that's the Crew, half a Motley Crew. Isn't he cute? And this is what all the mamas do when you start messing with the baby. All right, on to the next pasture. Are you keeping count? That's 78 and then 14 over here. All right, we came down the road just a little bit, still across the highway, to our last pen of cows over here. This is the pen that has Bubba and Junior and some of them in it. It has the cow that was looking really skinny that I came and medicated, and also Junior that all but died on us that we had to come medicate. They're all over here. This is where the Jersey bull was that we came and picked up and took to the house. So let's check them out. Woo! Come on. There's the skinny girl getting up. She's still kicking. She actually, to me, she's still thin, but she looks a little better. She's a lot more active. Woo! Mud! There they come. And 2 of these, when I came over here Saturday, had just had babies, so maybe they'll bring them up and we'll get to see them. Woo! Mud! There you go. We got that one on the pond bank. We got one, I don't know if you can see it down there, eating out of the protein tub. Oh, there comes another one. So that's 3. So we got them all counted. There's some pretty ladies. They've actually got some young bulls in here with them. That right, they're gonna point at him. Right there is Bubba. He's getting pretty big. So I mean, they do have bulls in with them. They don't have a big bull, but they have some young ones. Like that one right in front of you right now. That black white face. That's a bull that's getting a little size and age on him. They're not full grown by any means, but They have some bulls with them. And then there's some dairy steers out here, like that one right in the middle of your screen that's red. There's a tan one right over there. Those will be beef for next year. See if y'all can see the babies. They're way over there by the hay. That one is gray. He's walking off with his mom is white. She's a little quacky. And then there's a tan one by the hay. His mom is the black cow walking off with the white one. Both those calves are super cute. I just can't get real close to them right now because they are newborns and their moms will eat you up. I don't know if y'all can see Junior over the hill past the hay. You can see his little white face. He's the only one that didn't come up. We can barely see him over there, but Ben's just checking out what's going on with him. Well, he got up. I think he's just a little lazy. He just always has been. He's just real chilled out. So all's good over here. There's 15 over here. All right, we are back at the house and let's finish up this animal tour. Let's finish up with cows and then we'll move on to the other animals. All right, I don't know how well you can see those two guys. They're two steers that are gonna be going for beef right away, actually sometime next week. So that's those two. They're looking nice and big and healthy. All right, my last pen of cows, and probably my most favorite. We have Bella, Calico, Pretty Josie, Pretty Butter. You want to say hi? Say hi. Yeah. And then here's the bull that we brought over from across the road. He's doing good over here with the ladies. And then every cow out here has a baby. So that was Butters. This one's actually standing by Bella, but it actually belongs to Josie here. This right here is Calico's. It was just born last week. And last one, you can see Bella's out there. So that's it for the cows. Did you count them all? If you did, you should have gotten 118. That's how many we have right now. We've sold a few that have had problems throughout the summer, and then we've actually weaned and sold 49 calves this summer. So our numbers have reduced dramatically. Like I said, we're at 118 right now. That's the lowest we've been since we bought this huge herd of cows. Feels somewhat manageable right now. I hesitate to say that because it could all fall apart tomorrow. But for right now, the cows are all doing good. Next up is chickens. I can't even begin to count how many chickens are out here. If I was to guess, I would say 180, something like that. There's chickens for days. All kinds of chickens. So these chickens are doing really well. They've really feathered up nice. They look pretty now. They look pretty sad when they first got here. They're doing good. I'm actually feeding them about 50 pounds a day, and I'm not getting much eggs, but they have a light on them, plenty of water, plenty of food, plenty of feeders so everyone can eat. They have nice places to lay eggs, so I'm hoping it's just a matter of time and I'll start getting eggs. Next up out here, we've got the sheep. We've got Katie laying out here. We've got Lane and Emily's chickens. Lane and Emily probably have about 40 or 50 chickens if I was guessing. I'm not really sure on that. And they are getting eggs. They do 4-H and they get their chickens through that. So their chickens are fresh all the time. They have young chickens that are just starting to lay going into every winter. So they get eggs throughout the winter almost every year. Unless something happens and we accidentally let them run out of water and feed too many times and they start molting or something. We've had that happen, but for the most part, theirs lay really well. The sheep are doing good. We have 3 ewes, a ram, and a young ram. They're all set to lamb, probably late winter. That'll be exciting. They all lambed last year, and so we should be looking at multiples this year since it's their second year. And then Katie, she's doing awesome. This is her time of day to sleep. She is a guard dog and she's really good at her job. So she sleeps during the day and then she's awake at night. She just paroles around out here like she's the watchman and just takes care of things. We've actually had her wake us up a couple times And if she ever does that, we usually try to get up and come out because she's a very, very good, smart dog, and she's alerted us to several things going on out here that we needed to know about. She's a big sweetheart. She knows I'm talking about her too. I love that dog so much. Yes, I do. Which y'all know the heartbreak we've gone through recently with Gracie, and I was tore up about it and still am. And I've had some people ask about Katie, and I still love Katie so very much. I play with her quite a bit and just love on her. She's so big and fluffy and just fun. Lane loves her. He's actually allergic to dogs pretty severely, but for some reason Katie does not break him out and bother him. So it's one dog he can love on. So he loves her so very, very much. But it's just different. Katie's breed of dog, the sheep are her people, I guess you'd say. She would hate for us to separate her from the sheep. So she's not a dog we get out a whole lot. She has that whole huge pen to be in with the sheep, but she would not like it if we tried to take her away from them and take her places with us. She's just not that type of dog for us. Now, some people may have a Great Pyrenees that they do that with, but she would be unhappy because the times we've even tried to take her away from the sheep, even for a few minutes, she doesn't like it. She feels the need to get back with them. So that's the feeder pigs, if you can't tell. I gave them a bite to eat so they'd be quiet, because it doesn't matter, they've already eaten today, they're full amount, but if you come out here in the evening, they think they need to eat again. So we've got 4 feeders in here right now. We're about to get a few more because we have several customers that like for us to raise their pork. We lost a few from this litter, so we're adding to it to go with these to go in the spring to the processing plant. And then there's one in here that's gonna be a future sow for breeding purposes. All right, couple more animals, and then I'm gonna take you out and end with the boar and the sow. You're not gonna believe how big our boar is. But these are our beautiful pheasants from Reap What You Sow. They're doing really good. There's 3 hens and 2 roosters in here. And of course, we have the 3 matching barn cats. Mom and 2 daughters. Come here, Mama. Come here, Mama Cat. There's the 2 daughters. They've got pretty green eyes. Yeah, you do. And then here's Mama. Mama Cat. She's got a blue and a green. Look here. Yeah, aren't you pretty? There comes the mama pig. She's a running. And you came up too, didn't you? Nosy Rosie. He is a little crazy. Emily's giving her mama pig a snack. The thing with our boar, I may have to take you out there and show you, he's the last thing I wanted to show you today, is he's deaf. He can't hear. Literally, he cannot hear. We've tested it multiple ways and he just cannot hear you.
To give you some kind of reference, I'm 6 foot tall. He was sitting here rubbing up here. That dude is probably getting close to 4 foot tall to the top of his back. He's massive.
So that's it. That's the animals here at VW Family Farm, along with a whole bunch of honeybees and quite a few tilapia in the greenhouse. That's what we raise. We raise different things throughout the year. We add in meat chickens and some different things in the summer to raise for meat. And this next year we have plans to increase our flock of different kinds of chickens and hopefully add some ducks. So there's lots in the works here. Thanks for hanging out with me and spending a few minutes going around counting the animals with me. And I will see you guys later. God bless.